So I have shared workflow rule mail content also to you today morning.
Yeah, yeah, got it, sir.
Okay. So this is object, and in this we are already running workflow rule, and now we are checking approval process. So as I said, approval process in the sense it will be depends on hierarchy level. So we'll be having different levels of approval. For example, as I said, employee two who is there in finance team, in case if he applied any leaves, senior manager of finance team he can approve. But in same way, if he don't like that productivity, CEO will be rejected this employee leaves because as per hierarchy, employee two is reporting to manager and manager is reporting to CEO. Got it? So
Mhm.
here coming to the first level of approval, if senior manager of employee two, if he approved the leave, then we'll consider this as first step of approval process. I mean, while we are creating it, I'll show it to you again. In case if we reject the leave, we'll consider this as final rejection process because in this approval process, last action where it is happening, here it is happening. Here we have only two hierarchies, but in
Yes.
generally in organization we'll be having different levels of hierarchies. So now we are going to start approval process. How can we do it? And here we have already created fields like leaves, reasons for leaves, and leave request status. Okay. So here, for example, email to employee I'm not giving, and company I'm giving something. Eligible promotion or country leaves I'm taking two on emergency. So here there is approval process. Sorry, there is a workflow rule already in this particular object. So those things will work, but don't think about the workflow rule now. We'll just think about approval process. It was not yet happened. Only
Yes.
workflow rule is working. So now what we can do is in leave request, either it is approved or not, we can see. So while we are doing approval process, what is the main intention of the approval process? I'm asking,
Approval.
yes, yes. What is the main intention of the approval process? To get the permission from our superior,
Yes.
right? So here, how can we decide who is the approver of this record? All these things we can see in approval process method. So now I'm just deleting this record, going to setup. See here you can see approval processes, and here we should decide on which object we are doing it. And if you click on this, we'll be getting two options. Use jump start wizard. It is a very short method. So instead of learning short method, better you can go with second one. Just click on use standard setup wizard, and now it is asking process name. Like generally, while we are creating workflow rule, also we gave the workflow rule name. So
Mhm.
here I gave process name as leave approval process one, and click on next. And here you can see why step by step we are coming in the sense in workflow rule we already created the criteria. Same thing
Mhm.
here also we can give criteria. So employee list leaves. Okay. If it is less
Yeah.
than or equal to 2, it will be approved.
Okay.
Okay. Only one thing, only one criteria I'm taking it. So next, and here you can see the next automated approver determined by, it is showing none. So here we can decide who has to approve this one.
Okay.
We can decide if in case if we have tech lead in the project, we can create a new hierarchy again. So
Okay.
currently manager is there, I'm giving manager. Okay. Once we give manager here, use approval field of company owner. So this use approval field of company owner in the sense here, who is the record owner for this?
Mano Ram, 123 Ram.
Okay. So here we can find who is a record owner.
Yes, yes.
So if you click on this, use approval field of company owner. Company owner is different and record owner is different. Company owner in
Okay.
the sense maybe he is my superior.
Okay.
So here we already gave a manager is a approver. So while you are clicking on manager is approver, you need not to click on this. Okay.
Okay.
In case here you gave as a tech lead, for example, here I'm giving manager. Okay. For employee two, manager is the approver. And in case if I gave this one company owner, directly I'm giving CEO option here. Got it? If you click on
Yes.
this. And one more, you may get one doubt here. Here we are giving manager option. And where can we find who is my manager?
Hierarchy.
Is users
Setup.
here. So if I want to see who is my manager, just edit, and here you can see. But here, no manager name assigned to me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Here you might get one doubt. What is that? Next automated approval determined by manager. Here is showing manager, but here also manager name showing. And whichever manager name here it is displaying, this is not related to this option.
Okay.
Okay. Whomever you are giving the name for this record, he is the approver. Whichever you are giving the names like that, then only it will be structured approval process. It is not related to this hierarchy.
Okay.
Okay. And coming to third one, administrator only can edit records during the approval process. That means, okay, administrators only can edit the records, and another one, administrators are the currently assigned approver can edit the records. Okay, here I have a small doubt. To get the conclusion, I'm asking you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me share this. Okay, there is an object. This is an organization. This is an object, and here there is a record. Okay, okay, this is the object. Instead of object, I can give record. Okay. So now this record you have shared to some other person.
Okay.
Now here it is not there. While it is there in this process one record, so for that record owner will be process one. So he can edit any changes here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because he is the owner. Once he shared to some other person, he'll not be. He can he able to edit the record here?
If he has the access, he can do it.
Yes,
Otherwise,
exactly.
no.
Same thing here we are saying. So either administrator can edit the records or administrator are currently assigned approve. Currently assigned approve in the sense this guy. If we give access to this guy, then this administrator will be automatically lost his access to edit this record.
Okay.
So being as administrator, everyone wants to have access to edit the record, but not for the approval. So depends on criteria, you can go with this second option. So maximum in real-time scenarios, we'll go with administrators only.
Okay.
And click on next and see here, approver assignment email template.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, for these scenarios, for this scenario, we haven't create a separate email template because we have already learned in workflow rule. So you know already how to prepare email template. I'm not taking say I'm not creating new one. I'm just taking same email content, rejected email. While you're doing it, you can create a new template again. Where can we do it? A new template. We have done it in workflow rule.
Mm. In QuickFind, we can find it. Templates. Mm-hmm.
Here, class email templates will be there. If you click on it, here you can give new template. Okay, in which I have opened. Okay, again it'll take some time. So better instead of creating new one, I am using old one. So like rejected email email process only I'm taking it. Click on next. See here. Select fields to display an approval page layout. For us, approval page layout will be different. Here we can see it will be like this. Okay,
Okay.
where we can see, I'll show it to you again. So in this approval pages, what are the options we should know? It is asking. So we can give employee list name and employee name, employee ID, and we need only leaves reason. That's it. Okay, employee name should go up. Okay, that. Display approval history information addition to the field selected above. Approval option, it is asking either we need to give approval button or not in page layout. So I'm giving this one. So allow approvers to access the approval page from only within the Salesforce application. And this can be second one, allow approvers to access the approval page from within Salesforce application or extremely from a wireless enabled mobile device. Sometimes we can give this option to only specific reasons to specific persons. For example, in case in organization there is an marketing manager or sales manager, the maximum time they won't be available in the organization. They'll be in trips, okay, here and there. So that time, in case if we need approvals from them, then we'll go with this option. So currently I'm
Okay.
not giving this. And click on next. And here, initial submitters. Initial submitters, we need to decide to whom we are giving it. Creator, owner, public groups, role, user, to whom we can give.
Owner.
Owner in the sense, he is the creator
Companies.
of this record. He is
Oh,
approving.
oh, okay.
Okay. So creator in the sense, creator owner will be the same or not.
Same.
In case if we shared, a owner will share the record to some other person, he can create, right? Scenarios are different. For example, for this employee list, I'm the owner. If I give this object access to some other person, that person will not be owner. He can be having
Okay.
creation option. So this time scenario will be different. Okay, owner is different, creator is different. Some scenarios, maximum scenarios, owner creator will be the same. Okay, next, public groups.
Now role.
Okay, role and subordinates users. So which can be good to give initial submitters.
Role.
Okay, here I have some doubt. If you give a role, that means who has to approve this particular record.
Role means whoever it is, a manager
Yes,
or lead.
give me a minute. So in CFO role, two people are there. That means we are giving approval option to two people. Is that correct manner?
But managers have so many managers are there. If they are any particular project or
So
anything
that
like,
time what we can do, what we have to do.
then role and
For
subordinate.
example, if I gave a role to senior manager, for employee to leave request, marketing team senior manager also can approve who is there in finance team. Is that correct?
No.
So that is what will happen if you give role.
Okay.
Okay. So better you can go with users. Okay. If you go with users, one to one only you can give options here. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
So now here I am the assistant CEO and you are the CEO. That means if I give any request, you'll be having the access to reject or approve. Got it?
Yes.
So now I am giving your name here and add the submit for approval button and approval history on page layout list. Page layout in the sense, this one will call as page layout. Whichever displaying the information on screen regarding that particular object, that thing we can decide in page layout. That is a future topic we'll discuss in future. I mean next 3 to 4 classes we'll discuss about page layout. Allow submitters to recall approval request. uh, Hope you know this option. Whenever we are sending mail to our superior or some other person, we can do recall the that mail.
Okay.
Did you remember? We can do the recall of that mail.
Yes.
Okay, same thing will be happening here. In case if you want to stop it again, you want to send the mail to that particular approver, you can click on this.
Okay.
So you already approved the you already raised the leave request, and again you thought you want to cancel the leaves before he approved. So that time if it is allow submitted means that will be on hold, and again it will get back to you.
Okay.
So currently I'm not giving this and save. So as of now what we have done,
So we created the rule.
Yes, exactly. We have created the rule and we haven't start the actions. Even workflow
Yes.
rules also. First, we create the rule, then we can add the action, right? So same thing will be happen here, but in workflow rule coming, we don't have this kind of actions, but here we need to give, we need to choose this kind of actions. Once after selecting this kind of actions, again whichever displayed in workflow rule like field update, task update, all the things will displayed in approval process as well. Okay, so here three options are: yes, I would like to create an approval process approval step now. I'll do this later. Take me to the approval detail page to review what I have created. I'll do this later. Take me back on the listing of the approval process for this object. So in this, next two not required now. So we already created. So we can see first step how it will be. First step in the sense with what I said. If senior manager is approving to apply to in finance team, that is the first step. And if CEO is rejecting this leave, that will be a last rejected step. Okay, now we can see. So first one I have selected. I'm just clicking on go. So leave approval process one. For new approval step, it is asking to give the name. So what we can give?
Leave status. Step one for leave.
Okay, step number one. Okay, just click on next. Here it is asking all records should enter this step. Enter this step if the following criteria. So here criteria we already gave to give the approval, but here we need not give unnecessary confusions will be happen if you go with this. So better you can go with all records, and in case if you want to do it this one while you are practicing, just check with the same,
Sure, sir.
because their approval request criteria is different, and here approval step is different. If you give different criteria, then approval process will not be working. It should be the same. Okay, and I'm clicking on next, and see here last step of new approval step. And here if you click on let the submitted choose approver manually, that means here I'm creating the record and I can decide who has to approve this. If you click on this, there is the option. So maximum 90% of the project like real time scenarios will go with this one only, automatically assigned using this field selected earlier.
Okay.
Here if you select this manually we can decide. And if you click on this queue, okay, now again I'm asking, if you share one record to queue, what will be happen?
You, whoever in the queue, they will get the email.
Exactly. Owner will queue people will be the owner of that particular record. Got it? So that
Mm-hmm.
means here I'll not be the owner, and queue people will be the owner of that particular records. So
Okay.
that means for their own records they can approve, like that it will be there. So don't go with this. Automatically assign approvals also not required. So if you go with manager, that will be perfect solution for this. And just click on save. As of now we have done with a rule and steps. Now
Actually,
we are giving actions for that. So again it is asking, yes, you have just created a approval step. You can optionally specify workflow actions to occur upon approval or rejection for this step. So now I'm taking this one. Yes, I would like to create a new approval action for this step now. And here if you click on this task
Yeah.
email alert fill update outbound message, same thing you can see in workflow rule. So
Yes.
that is the reason step by step I'm explaining it. In case if directly if I'll come to approval process instead of workflow rule, you may get confused.
Confused.
So that's the reason I'm coming this. So once you know approval process and workflow rule, then you can understand very easily about process builder. Once you know
Okay.
all these three things, then flow will be easy for you. Actually,
Okay.
flow will be very confused module. So that is the reason I'm not telling that. You may have seen last week. It has taken more than 1 hour time. That two different
Yes.
different modules were there. Okay,
Yeah.
so here we have already created few things, right? What are they? Leaves for reason and leave request status. So now we are waiting for field update. Here I gave, I would like to create new approval step for new approval action for this step. Okay, and just clicking on go. And here we can tell that
Approval step 2.
leave request status. No, this is not approval step 2. This is action.
Okay. Action.
For action, it is asking name. So I'm giving leave request status. Okay, and it is asking field update to on which field it is asking. So here I'm going for leave request status. If it is less than 2 days, it will be approved. If it is meet criteria. Okay, I am just giving save. So done. See here, this is approval process step process entire this area, and here steps we already gave, and this is the action.
Okay.
These are the approval steps, and this is the action. In case if you want to give one more step, you can give for rejection.
Okay.
First, we can see either it is working or not. We'll see. Okay, here. Now, don't think about workflow rule.
Yes.
Leave request I'm giving to, and I give personally. So
Okay.
now I'm waiting for leave request status from my approver. So still it is not there because submit for approval. It is there.
Mhm.
Unable to submit for approval because I am not the approver. Got it?
Yeah.
So who will be the approver?
Vijaya.
So what I should do? I should log in as Vijaya now. So I'll go to user and just clicking on Vijaya. Okay. So here, one minute. I'll just log out. Why it is not working? Same mistake I have done. Yesterday I asked you, but today I have done that mistake. We haven't activated this.
Okay, no. Still, it's not coming.
No, here I am the owner.
Okay, okay.
Okay, submit for approval. I give.
Then we have to go.
Record doesn't meet the criteria for initial submitteds of any active approval process. So
It's
initial
found out.
criteria it is not meeting. So initial criteria, what is the initial criteria?
Record only internet instead.
Less than two. So less than two only, less than or equal to we haven't give.
Yeah, we just gave less than two. This one. Intricate. Last second. Yeah. Then we have to create more. Again.
No, no, not record. We need to create again. But if I can delete this record. This upload request next upload to be did. Oh, okay, got it now. Vijay, got it now. What I did mistake now? This upload request requires the next upload to determined by the manager field.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
But here I have created the record and I am giving approval, but it is not taking because I am not the right person for that. So now I'm going to user. Now I logged in as Vijaya. So now see either I can get upload this or not. Now tell me I'm not getting this. Why? For this particular object, I am the owner. I have created the record and I have shared to my manager.
Okay.
But my manager unable to unable to approve it. Why? For Vijaya, for Vijaya,
Mm-hmm.
Employees object doesn't have access. Got it?
Oh, okay.
So again, we'll go back to Vijaya and we can give access for 25th May profile. So let me log out. So now what I have to do, I need to go to profile, 25th May profile. So here edit employee list, we need to check that object is available or not. See, employee list object available or not available for this profile. Got it. Now I'm going to create a new one. Now I'm going to log in as Vijaya. So here you can get either reject approve or not option on that particular record. I'm just giving approve. Now it's approved. Here I'm giving another option. So I'm just showing to you. I'll log out. So here, if you click on employees list and just click on that particular record, in that record you'll be getting it here. See, approve. And approval status also you'll be getting it here. So this is how approval process will work. And as of now, we have done only one action. Only sorry, here. Only one step we have done. The two that will consider this one as a final approval action. Only one action is there. See, final approval action. So we gave only one action, so we can consider this as a final approval action. So as I said, if here manager is accepting employee to leave request, that will be first action. And if CO is canceling the request or approving the request again, that will be final approval action or final rejection option.
Okay.
So we can see final rejection option how it will be there.
Okay.
So I will share this record and you can do it once again from your side. And tomorrow I'll tell you bulk approval process and bulk rejection option as well. For
Sure.
example, now you have only one record, you approved it. So in case if you have bulk records, how can we upload it? I'll show it to you.
Okay.
So any doubts in this, Vijay, as of now?
No, sir. No.
So better you can do the practicing it on it. So once again, I'm saying uh, workflow rule. We can do it workflow rule only for to do four actions. That is email update, task update, ODBD, and field update.
Okay.
But while
Okay.
coming to process builder, we can do nine actions. We can call Apex, we can call trigger, we can delete the record in process builder. So once you know with these two things, then process builder will be easy for you. Process builder it will take two classes minimum.
Okay.
So once it is done, then final flows already I explained you, but in single class I'll complete flows. If you know all these things, that will be easy for you.
Sure, sir.
Yeah, done. Thank you, Vijay. I'm going to close this call now.
Sure, sir.
Yeah, bye.
Thank you.